Well, let's say that as a message, let's say that when you make a Yakuza film, the stories are rather similar. I mean, don't you think also that the Italian mafia films are all rather the same? You always have this sort of violent theme, which is dealt with, depending on the country, with slightly different nuances. But as I said before, in Japan, we can talk about a real label, i.e. Japan equals the country of the Yakuza, como Italy is labeled as the country of the mafia. And when we have this sort of description, I think in any part of the world that you shoot films like that, at the end of the day, the message comes out, which is rather similar. Well, no, in my first work, there always was a certain amount of anger and rage, but it was a sort of seething internal rage. I simply decided to externalize it. So, if you like, yes, there has been a change. There was nonetheless the idea of doing a Yakuza film, but in doing a Yakuza film, mentioning the earthquake, sort of love or some sort of subject which was relative to it, because you know that, if you like, the state is not doing enough. And everybody talks about this fact and says that people who have suffered from the earthquake are supported, and but really and truly very little is being done. So I think that this, in fact, it was right to get this across in this film as well.
Then there are certain things you'd like to put on the screen and other things you would like to avoid showing on the screen. That is why I, of course, try to shock people, because it's quite interesting to see the reaction of people who are shocked by specific scenes that I put on the screen. So, after all, what I'm interested in is the human element.